Thank you. Great to be here. Thank you, Slush, for having us from distance to talk a little bit about the head-up intelligence for every driver and every soldier. My name is Urho Konttori. I'm from Distance, currently the CEO. I'll tell you a little bit who we are, what we do, and how the defense is now the most exciting thing in the startup world, especially in Europe. So Distance is now 2 years old startup from Helsinki, Finland. So we're homeboys from here. We also have operations in UK, USA, as well as Germany, subsidiaries there. And team is very much in the intersection between software and hardware, not only building hardware, but actually the capabilities for those. This is especially so for the defense, where nobody buys really components, they buy capabilities. You need to achieve something, and you don't want to be building it from dozens and dozens of pieces. You want to integrate a solution. Now, reality is that in defense, you simply do not have volumes at all, which is why we started from the ground up as a company to work on automotive to build the scale. In defense, you might be like a super proud if you have made a sale of 1,000 units. Whereas in the automotive industry, you're manufacturing 100 million new cars every year. Scale difference is phenomenal. Now, of course, as we do operate in the hardware side, whenever you release anything, it becomes a blueprint to copy it, so you must have a strong patent portfolio to protect it. In our 2 years, we have been able to reach now actually 33 granted patents at the US Patents Office and over 60 pending in there. And then, of course, patenting in both Europe and Asia as well. Our investors are, of course, both from Helsinki, Field of View Ventures and Maki, Deeptech VCs, as well as then Google Ventures, who invested in us when the company was only half a year old. And when the guys saw our technology, they put the term sheet on the table 4 days later at double the ask, which was pretty good. Felt really good, I can honestly say. That was very, very good moment. But hey, now let's jump back into the defense. I'll tell a little bit what we have achieved in this extremely short time. And we are now jumping into September this year to DSEI, Europe's largest military exhibition, which we were participating together with our partners. So let's take a quick peek at that.
There is a lot of information coming into the soldier, and they need a way of processing that, synthesizing it into a form that they can actually understand. So when I first saw distance light field technology, I was amazed by its potential. I have obviously seen head-up displays in vehicles, but this was something much, much more significant.
General Dynamics Land Systems is a world leader in manufacture, design, development of land systems and the integration of complex systems to land platforms. Today we are showcasing the Ford Ranger. We have integrated the vehicle with the Distance XR night vision system, which brings a lot of advantages to the users. Being able to project any information onto the windscreen of the platform is a game changer. Being able to operate the vehicle at night using a system like Distance are providing is a massive advantage. They don't have to wear cumbersome night vision goggles. They can just look out the windscreen as they would during the day, and they can see thermal, low light. The data is right there in front of the user.
So having that thermal data and other sensor data from other users on the battlefield network enables the driver of any vehicle to make decisions quickly and be more effective on the battlefield.
Supercat is predominantly selling into defence, but also in the commercial sector as well. We're showcasing the Jackal 3, the extender module, and also the integration work that we've done with Distance Technologies, with the Jet Fighter heads-up display. We were introduced to distance technologies, and we could immediately see one of the benefits would be an inclinometer to assist with the safety of the vehicle and its operators. But also we could see many more opportunities, such as thermal imaging with distance within it. It's not just 2D, it's 3D. So that then, therefore, you could operate the vehicle at night with no night vision goggles required.
The unique thing about distance is its ability to combine lots of sources of data into a picture that the soldier can understand in the vehicle. All the information is displayed in a way that makes it easy to understand. And it can be used in so many different ways.
All right, thank you. So just to give a little bit of context, a typical head-up display in a jet fighter starts at 1 million. Bringing that into land vehicles that typically cost much less is completely impossible unless you actually reach the scale of the automotive to do it, which is why we are incredibly proud to have that dual-use equation as part of our mix. You just saw our light field head-up display technology from General Dynamics, which we are now bringing to civilian vehicles in very large quantities with our Tier 1 partner, who also did an investment on us recently, both being undisclosable at this time, but we are incredibly proud about that partnership. At the same time, the jet fighter HUD is very similar in the capabilities to what you actually do have in those 100 million costing jet fighters, however, in a much more integratable package. We're going to be announcing in the beginning of the year at the International Armored Vehicle Show our field operator HUD, which is our first head-wearable product. Again, giving you the same kind of situational awareness, hyperspectral capabilities, independent of your vehicle type, or even outside of it. More about that later, as well as the platform, which is the foundational capability in the defense that we're building. But the military convention is more the show to talk about that one. Now, as a startup, you always want to also show a little bit of the journey. This is where we were on the top left corner with the three-dimensional transparent head-up display with capability to present each pixel at different depth in June 24, when the company was 5 months old. This is what Google invested in. Then we had the systems integrated car at the end of the year, and then started focusing more and more in the defense, which is now, I cannot say all-consuming, but almost all-consuming for the company of 50 people. Intermediate, we also did edge-to-edge windshield for a car, which is going to be hopefully shown at car OEM's show later this year. Let's see. Should be super exciting. Now, recapping the civilian side capabilities, when you have a head-up display in your car, they are quite meager, like a postcard floating in the air, relatively expensive and huge in size. Our system is super thin and capable of projecting at any distance beyond the windshield, as well as then, of course, producing not just a postcard, but the whole field of view of the vehicle. And this would be the typical comparison in a vehicle. So our system being 3 liters in volume, a typical head-up display going to 20, even 30 liters in volume. And that is as important capability in automotive as the actual depth capability that we produce is. So what we can do is that we can do smaller, easier to integrate. It's the same thing in practice for these guys. More capable and cheaper system. We're able to reach lower price point than any head-up display today. And this is, of course, what you would expect from a startup. Doing a revolution, not an evolution approach. So computational light field optics enabling us to do direct projection, no mirrors needed, compact, small package, where also the windshield is compensated in software, meaning you have one line item for your whole portfolio. head-up display for tens of different car brands or types. And this is, of course, again, almost as important as the two other things. Easy supply chain. With this, I thank you. Next announcement at ITSEC in December, IAV in January, and you have my contact details. Thank you so much.